Have you ever felt a deep, aching longing for a home you have never lived in, or a decade that ended long before you were even born? This strange, bittersweet emotion is known as anemoia, the feeling of nostalgia for a time you never actually experienced yourself. It is a beautiful sadness. Why do we find ourselves addicted to the past, treating it like a soothing medicine for the pains of our current fast paced modern life and daily struggles? Welcome to the grand cinema of your own brain, a place where the messy reality of the past is constantly being remastered into a perfect, flawless version. In this internal theater, every memory is polished until it shines, removing the grit and leaves only the warmth of a world that feels much simpler. Anemoia isn't just a mood, it is a psychological phenomenon that reveals how our minds seek refuge when the present feels far too overwhelming and cold. Our brains are hardwired to curate our history. We are all directors of our own personal documentaries, carefully selecting the highlights to keep ourselves moving forward. The crackle of a vinyl record or the fuzz of a VHS tape acts as a haptic anchor, grounding us in a physical world we miss. We often perceive the past as a safe harbor, a place where the rules were clear and the world felt much more tangible than our digital reality. This addiction to what once was serves as a psychological shield, protecting our inner peace against the relentless uncertainty of what is coming next in life. Let us dive deeper into the mechanics of this mental time travel and discover why your mind prefers the rosy glow of yesterday over today's clarity. Your brain is essentially a dishonest editor with a heart of gold. It works tirelessly behind the scenes to filter out the boring and the painful. This process is driven by a mechanism called fading affect bias. It ensures that the negative emotions associated with bad memories fade away much faster than positive ones, while embarrassing failures are compressed into small hidden files. Tiny moments of joy are magnified into epic tales of triumph and pure, unadulterated happiness. The pain of the injury is long gone, leaving only the heroic story of survival. This is how evolution protects you from being crushed by past trauma. If we remembered every sting of rejection as clearly as the day it happened, we would be too paralyzed by fear to ever try anything new again. By hosing the past, your mind creates a narrative of resilience. It tells you that you have always been happy, so you can be happy again. This biological filter is why we often say the good old days were better, even if they were actually filled with their own sets of problems. We don't remember the boredom or the chores. We remember the feeling of the sun on our skin and the laughter of friends in the distance. Neurologically, the brain prioritizes emotional survival. It selectively retains information that supports a positive self-image and a sense of continuity across your entire life. A single scent or taste can trigger this remastered memory, bringing back a flood of warmth that feels even better than the original experience did. It is a beautiful deception, a white lie told by our biology to keep our spirits high in a world that can often be very cruel. To understand nostalgia, we must look back at our ancestors. Evolutionarily, anything that lies in the past is inherently safe because we survived it. The prehistoric hunter knew his enemies. Today, our enemies are invisible, hidden within unread emails, endless deadlines, and the constant pressure to perform every day. The future is a misty labyrinth of uncertainty. In contrast, the past is a completed map where every path has already been walked and every danger conquered. Our modern predators are not saber-toothed tigers, but the constant anxiety of a dying phone battery and the relentless flow of digital information and alerts. When the present becomes too much to handle, we retreat into the shell of nostalgia. It is a mental safe house where we can finally breathe. In a world changing at breakneck speed, the past acts as a heavy anchor. It provides a sense of stability that the digital world cannot offer. We don't just miss the old days, we miss the feeling of having control. In the past, life felt smaller, more manageable, and significantly more human. Nostalgia is a survival instinct. It reminds us of our identity and our roots when we feel lost in the chaotic noise of the 21st century. It connects us to a version of ourselves that wasn't defined by algorithms or likes, but by tangible experiences and real physical connections to the world. This psychological refuge allows our nervous system to reset. It is a form of self-medication that costs nothing but a moment of quiet reflection. By revisiting these mental landmarks, we gather the strength to face the unknown future, carrying the warmth of our history as a protective lantern. Our society is currently split into two distinct groups: those who run on the fuel of memory and those driven by the engine of innovation. The nostalgics value the weight of things. They prefer the tactile feel of paper, the scratch of a needle on vinyl, and things that last. On the other side are the futurists. To them, memory is just system junk. They are obsessed with efficiency, speed, and the next big software update. Consider a simple soccer game. Is it just 22 millionaires chasing a piece of leather? Or is it a sacred dance of dreams and spirit? For the nostalgic, the game is a connection to history and community. It is about the stories told across generations and the collective heartbeat of fans. For the pragmatist, it is a series of data points and physical optimizations. Both perspectives are valid, yet they see two entirely different realities unfolding. This divide defines how we consume culture. Do we treasure the old because it has soul, or do we crave the new for its perfection? Neither side is wrong. They are both trying to solve the same fundamental human problem: how to find meaning in an increasingly fragile and liquid reality. The tension between holding on and letting go is what moves our civilization forward. We need the anchor of the past to not drift away. Do not judge someone for being outdated or cold. They are simply using different tools to navigate the overwhelming stream of time we all share. When we bridge the gap between memory and innovation, we create a richer present. We learn that history can inform the technology of tomorrow. We are all passengers on this time-traveling train. Our destination is the same, even if we are looking through different windows at the scenery. Nostalgia gives us the why, while technology gives us the how. Together, they allow us to build a future that still feels like home. The imperfections of the past provide the character we crave, while the precision of the future provides the opportunities we need to grow. In the end, we all seek the same sense of awe and belonging, whether it comes from a dusty memory or a brand new discovery. In our digital age, Anemoia has become a global trend. Why are young people who never knew life without internet so obsessed with film and vinyl? We are mending the emotional emptiness of our present with the borrowed colors of the past. It is a rebellion against the too perfect digital world. Anemoia is a silent protest against a world that is too fast and too flat. We crave the slower time when things felt more real. We seek the tangible in a world of pixels. We want objects that can break, fade, and age because that is what makes them truly human. This simulated past acts as a psychological buffer. It gives us a sense of heritage in a digital landscape that feels increasingly anonymous and cold. They are searching for an authenticity they feel is missing today. By adopting the style of the past, they are building their own unique identity. We use these filters to give our lives a sense of history. We want our present moments to feel like they will be worth remembering later. This collective longing for an imagined yesterday reveals a deep seated dissatisfaction with the hyper connected, yet often lonely nature of modern life today. The slow nature of analog technology forces us to be present. You cannot skip tracks easily on a cassette. You have to listen to the journey. There is magic in the waiting. In an age of instant gratification, the delayed reward of a physical photo feels much more precious and earned. Anemoia is not a desire to go back, but a desire to bring the soul of the past into our digital present to make it bearable. We are curators of a new history, blending the best of both worlds to create an aesthetic that feels both familiar and excitingly brand new. The physical photograph becomes a relic, a piece of matter that occupied the same space as the memory. It is a bridge we can touch. This fusion of eras is the hallmark of our generation. We are time travelers, picking and choosing the most meaningful parts of human experience across decades. In the end, Anemoia is a testament to our imagination. It proves that we can find beauty and connection even in times we never truly knew. As we conclude our journey, we must realize that nostalgia is not a prison, but a bridge. It is a way to heal our modern souls. The pragmatist learns to listen to the old stories, and the dreamer learns to use new tools to preserve those very same timeless values and traditions. We can build a future that respects the past. We can use our technology to amplify human connection rather than replacing it with cold algorithms. Those pink memories are not just for hiding. They are power stations, charging your spirit so you can continue to build something meaningful for the future. Don't be hard on yourself when you feel weak for an old song. Your brain is just reminding you of what it feels like to be safe. We are all walking each other home through the fog of time. Whether your heart lives in 1990 or 2090, your feelings are entirely valid. Pass on your stories. Use the past as a teacher, not as a replacement for living your life today. Build your own tribe of memories. The addiction to nostalgia is simply a sign of a heart that cares deeply about meaning. It is a search for a home in time. Embrace your anemoia. Let it soften the sharp edges of your modern life. Let it remind you that beauty is eternal and always within reach. The past is a beautiful place to visit, but the present is the only place where we can actually plant the seeds of our dreams. All of us are searching for a sense of belonging in this vast stream of existence. Cherish your tribe no matter when they lived or will live. Thank you for joining us in the Rap Chew Fim of the Mind. May your memories always light your way through the unknown future ahead.